Hey everybody, and welcome to a special edition of Set the Pace presented by Peloton. This is the 2025 TCS New York City Marathon Champions Edition. We've got all four champions of all four of the divisions joining us here to talk about their big wins. I'm Rob Similcare, the CEO of New York Roadrunners. We've had an incredible day. I'm talking to you right now in the late afternoon of Marathon Day. We've still got lots and lots of runners crossing the finish line, but we're going to take a little time to talk about the four who crossed the finish line first on what was really a perfect day, an amazing weather day. You'll hear the winners talk about that. All of our runners are enjoying that. We've seen a lot of happy, smiling faces crossing the finish line. And so coming up, I'll have the pleasure to talk to all four of our champions today. In the women's wheelchair division, it was Susannah Scaroni. On the men's wheelchair side, it was Marcel Hug. And then on the women's open division, Hellen Obiri. And on the men's side, it was Benson Kipruto. So stay tuned for some really interesting conversations with our champions today. Imagine being one of the first runners to touch the starting line, cross the bridge, and feel the energy of thousands behind you. This year, MasterCard, a proud sponsor of the 2025 TCS New York City Marathon, gave 3 cardholders something unforgettable, a marathon bib and a priceless start. How? Runners shared their best hacks from training tips to race day rituals, reminding us that the ultimate hack is coming together to unlock a better race day. Knowing you're never alone in the race, priceless. Here we are with the 2025 TCS New York City Marathon Women's Division champion, Hellen Obiri. Hellen, it is your second time winning here in New York, but this time you added something a little special to it, breaking a course record that had stood for over 2 decades. I want to start by asking you, did you think when you woke up this morning that you could break the course record? Was that in your mind?
That was in my mind, but first thing was in my mind is to win the race fast. So I said into myself, if the course record comes, it will be upon us. Because like yesterday, I was talking with Tekla Rope. And then she choking told me, like, you got this, you need to run a course record yet. And then I choked, I said, 2:18. She said, like, you can. So for me, actually, I believed for what I've been doing. And I knew I was very, very ready. And I was the best shape ever in my life.
It really showed today, and the conditions were really excellent. Did that really help you? Cool weather conditions at the start, did that help you? Or do you think it was just the shape that you were in? What do you think led to such an exceptional performance today?
First, I can say the condition was so good. It was incredible weather. And, you can't compete alone and win. We had a very strong ladies, of which, it made me line for my money. Because, Sharon was there, Shira was there, Sivan was there, all of them there was. So, oh my goodness. I don't know who want to win the race. But I know from the start, the race was so fast because, we were trying to push each other. So, they helped me a lot.
Yeah, we knew with this field coming in that record could be in danger. I want to talk about you and Sharon and the way you run together a little bit. We've seen it now in so many races. We've seen it in New York. We saw it in Boston. It just seems that the two of you bring out the best in one another.
She's amazing woman. Friend with her, I can say all marathons here, Boston and New York, and the Olympics. So, and we never race with her. We normally talk to each other. She can tell me, come help me. So, she's an amazing girl. And she can just, be happy if you win. So, for me today, I said to myself, Sharon, you won Boston with a course record. Can it be my day also here to win with a course record? So, I said, let me try. Because I knew she's very strong. So, I said, it's die and live again. So, for me, I said, let me be patient up to the last minute, because I know Sharon, she had a very good kick because she has run so well in Boston. So I said to myself, I need to have a strong kick better than Sharon. If I need to beat her, I need to be very, very strong.
And was that your strategy? Once it was you and Sharon coming down the stretch, did you feel like you had to put some distance between the two of you before the last 400 meters or so to prevent her kick coming and chasing you down at the finish line?
Honestly, up to 1 mile, I was so nervous about Sharon because she was there and she was pushing. So what did come into my mind? She's pushing like Boston. Can I go and survive with this pace? I said let me try. And then up to 800 meters when I looked into my watch, it was like 2:14. I say like, it's like Amanda course record pace. So let me try to hang on. So when Sharon like pushed back, so I get that energy to push so strong towards end.
Yeah, you talked about the fact that you couldn't do this alone. And, actually when Sharon crossed the finish line second, she still had a huge smile on her face. And she said she felt she had a part in helping you break this record today. And you also had Safan Hassan in the field. Let's talk about what it was like to race against Safan Hassan a bit. You guys put speed on early on, and she obviously, wasn't able to quite keep up. Was that in your mind as well, kind of managing someone like her in the race, or were you just thinking about the broader field?
We said into ourselves, Susannah Hassan is there. She's incredibly strong, and she has raced so well in Sydney. And I've never won the race even in a marathon. So this was our second time to meet with Sivan. So I told the ladies, if we're gonna take Sivan up to 2K to go, she can just win this race easily because she's so strong. She had a lot of left in the tank. So we tried to do like a teamwork. Sheira did a very good job because she was communicating. Let's push. You know what Sheira told us, like, she's not around now. We can. So when I say like, and then all of a sudden after 25K, and then Shifan was here. So I told myself, like, this game is over. If Shifan is here, it's over now. And then Sheira said, like, let's try to push. So after 32K, when I looked behind and Shifan was much behind. So I said, like, now we are 3. So we have to fight. So I told myself, if Sheira won, it's okay. If Sharon, it's okay. So I said, like, if I won, it's okay. But I said, like, Sheira won here last year. Sivan has won Sydney, and Sharon has won Boston. For me, I haven't won in marathon this year. So I said to myself, like, this is my time. This is my time to win.
So interesting to hear that. Really a teamwork effort that you had. You, Sheila, Sharon, deciding that you needed to get the race to a point where it could be the final 3 of you, knowing that having Safan Hassan there late would be problem for all of you. So you did it. You had a plan that paid off. Your daughter was right there at the finish line. I had a bird's eye view to watching her run and give you a giant hug at the finish line. What does it mean to you to be able to have these moments and these victories with her there to celebrate with you?
She's so nice. Remember when I was waking up, I tried to wake her up to say, like, Tanya, I'm going. So she wouldn't wake up. She was so tired and sleepy. So I said, let me go. And then, like, when we were to come out, she called me, and then she told me, like, Mom, you got this.
Oh.
So she's incredible. She's so happy right now. She was like, oh, Mommy, I told you, you got this.
Oh, it's beautiful. Have you heard from lots of other friends and family since the race? Tell me about some of the text messages or phone calls you've gotten.
Oh, I've got more than 1,000 messages. Even I said, like, I will just cool down, relax my mind, and just start to rewrite. And I'm so happy my parents were here. They have been with me for 2.5 months in Boulder. They have tried to make everything good. And my dad was so happy. He told me last night, I want you to win this race. So can you just try? Then this morning I told her, like, I've been nervous. And then he told me, like, I haven't eaten anything since yesterday because even me, I'm so worried about you. So right now, I told him, like, can we go and have something to eat? He told me, no, I'm so happy. I'm extremely happy. So many people, they are calling him from Kenya to congratulate him. So he's extremely happy.
There's nothing like being a parent. I think the parents are usually much more nervous than their children when it comes to a sporting event because you can't do anything. All you can do is watch and hope for the best for your child. And so I'm so happy for you, for your family. What next? What next, Helen? This is a huge career victory for you. You've had a few. So how will you move on? What do you see in your future now after a win like this?
For now, like, I have a supporting team first. I have my coaches, my teammates. They have been working so hard to see this thing happen. And then from now, it's a long vacation. And from there, that one will say, like, I want to see you run fast. Sometimes he can just joke at me and say, like, when I see you 211 in your legs. So from now, I can't say like I go to start training or have some plans. So for me, it's like a long vacation and talk to my management, my coaches to see what's the next for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go on vacation?
I'm trying to go to Hawaii.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds perfect. Helen, we're so happy for you. We're happy to have you as our not only new champion, but new course record holder at the TCS New York City Marathon. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This episode of Set the Pace is brought to you by Volvo Cars, including the fully electric Volvo EX90 SUV, the official vehicle of the TCS New York City Marathon. The Volvo EX90 SUV is designed to be the safest Volvo ever made, with safe space technology, cutting-edge radars and cameras that help you detect potential risks inside and outside the car, even in the dark, helping to protect you and those around you. Because sometimes the moments that never happen matter the most. Visit volvocars.com/US to learn more about the fully electric EX90, proudly assembled in South Carolina. Here with 2025 TCS New York City Marathon Men's Open Division winner, Benson Kipruto. Congratulations, Benson.
Thank you so much.
So you have now won the Boston Marathon in 2021, the Chicago Marathon in 2022. You won a bronze medal at the 2024 Paris Olympics on a very difficult course. So you've won in hilly courses, you've won in flat courses. Now you've won in New York. What do you think it was that did the difference for you today?
Today was a special for me because I had two targets. First of all, to finish on the podium. Secondly, I've won the two American majors before, and I was aiming for the third one in New York, and I've achieved.
Yes, you've now swept all three of the U.S. majors, which is quite an accomplishment. Talk about the race a little bit today. Up until about mile 20, you were running in a pack of about 8 runners. What happened at that point that shifted, that allowed you to break off?
Normally a race like this without pacemakers and hard course, the only secret is patience. Be patient from the first 1K or the first mile up to the last part of the race or the second part. That's from 25, 30 and 35 is when to decide to make a move. And that's what I did today, and it paid me well. That's what I won.
Is this the type of racing that you like, racing without a pacer on a course that's very difficult with lots of hills? Do you feel that this kind of race is the best kind of race for you, or do you think you can run and win in any kind of race?
I can run and win any kind of race because I've been doing it, and during training, this is the kind of training we are doing, and so I've understood the all courses, the all purposes of the courses. Yeah. Like in Paris, it was so hard, and I tried my best to become on the podium.
Yeah. So I was standing at the finish line, watching you come up the West Drive, and of course, at the same time, watching Mutiso behind you. And he's getting closer and closer. And there was just a gasp that went out in the crowd as he jumped right next to you to break the tape. Did you have any doubt at that moment that you had won? Did you know you had won at that moment?
I had no doubt because I knew the last stage, the last kick, I was well prepared. And also I was dropping Mutiso on the downhill. So I realized when there's a hill coming, he was closing. And when there's a downhill, he was somehow opening the gap. So until the last 1 mile, I was talking to myself like, come on, here comes the hill, the last hill, and here comes the finish line. And I said, no, I could not let it go. Let me push to the last stages, or to the last steps. And Mutiso was closing because he was good at hills.
Yes, that last hill has made many a New York City Marathon runner unhappy, let's say. I mean, many of you can probably relate to this, and it almost got you. Did you know that he was closing that fast? Did you feel him behind you?
I was feeling and I saw him. I was I was kind of looking back, checking who is around, and I said, okay, it's Mutiso. He's a strong guy. I know him. So I was like, okay, let's finish together and we see who will win. But I could not let it go.
Yeah, and you
Yes.
did not. You did not let it go.
Yeah, sure.
So tell folks who don't know you a little bit about you. You're obviously from Kenya. How did you come to running in the first place?
I started running way back in 2015. First of all, I never ran at school level. I started almost when I almost finished my school is when I developed running with the cross-country championships and this kind of races. I never ran track. That's why I came to run in the road races mainly. So after school, I had a neighbor who was a runner, an elite runner by then. And I had a elder brother who was running. And I had a story that running pays money.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that. And I decided to start running while doing my business. I was a shopkeeper.
What kind of a shop?
Selling basic commodities like soap, sugar, and tea leaves, the basic one, the small one in the village.
Yeah.
And also I was a farmer, farming vegetables like spinach, managu. So I was doing this kind of job, I was running fast in the morning, and then I opened my shop, sell until the evening. And in 2015, that is in my rural area. In 2015 is when I called my neighbor who was by then assistant coach to my coach now, Claudio. I called him, I asked him, can I come to it? He was training in a nearby town called Kapsabet.
Yep.
Still in Nandi County. And I traveled from my rural area to town where people were training, and I joined the group. And by then, my brother Dixon Jumba was also part of the group with the same coach now whom I'm working with, Claudio, and the same assistant coach now.
Okay.
And I started training. I trained for not so long. It's when I traveled abroad. I went to Rwanda half marathon and I started running. And I started my marathon in Athens.
What year was your first marathon?
Athens.
And what year was that? Oh,
Sorry?
in
2016.
2016.
Yeah, November.
Good.
Is when I started in Athens, the marathon.
Yeah.
After running half in Rwanda, Rwanda, it's called Kigali Peace Marathon.
Okay.
And I won the first half.
You won your first one.
Yes, half marathon.
Half marathon. God,
Yes.
you won your first half marathon.
Yes, and now I got into marathon direct at this Athens
Got it.
the following year. And I started seeing some money coming in, and I know, okay, it's paying. and a lot of history up to here.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Did you feel that the marathon distance was something that you could excel at from the first time that you did it, or has it taken a lot of work to get to this point?
From the first time, I felt I could do it, but it was not the best. That I think I was number 4, number 3, number 4. Then I become second. So I have been always finishing on the podium.
Yes.
Second, third. Until recently when I came now to starting winning in Toronto.
Yes.
And starting winning the major in 2021.
Big difference.
Big difference, of course.
finishing on the podium and finishing top of the podium.
Yes.
Big difference, right?
The highest podium.
You've now won 4 of the Abbott World Marathon majors. Is there one that you have targeted next? Berlin, London, Sydney? Those are the ones you have not won yet.
Yes, that is my dream now.
You want to win them all?
To win them all.
Yeah.
And to have the 6th or the 7th star. But now, first of all, I need the American 3 star.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have to ask you before I let you go, What did it mean for you today to run alongside Eliud Kipchoge? This is his sixth start today, maybe among his last races as a professional. What did it mean to run in the same field as him today?
It means a lot. First of all, Eliud is my mentor. And
Your mentor?
Yes. Yeah. And I look up to him not only in running, but also the way he stays, the way he's disciplined, and I've been talking to him. Even in Kenya, I usually call him to give me an advice on some things. And he's now old enough. He can lift the running to us, the next generation. And
yes.
As we also prepare to lift to the next generation. Running with him has been so good for me. I love running with Eliud. It gives me morale because he's my mentor. Always saying, come on, guys. And if you see some of the races that I've been running with Eliud, I've won. If not winning, is to finish on the podium. I was with him in Paris. I finished third. I was with him in Tokyo. I won, breaking his course record. So it has been amazing running with Eliud.
Well, it was amazing today. I'm sure he was very proud to see his mentee,
his
protege,
I met him.
Win.
I met him on the finish line, and he was really happy. He said, "Good job."
Oh, that's beautiful. That's
Thank
beautiful.
You. Thank
Congratulations.
You. Thank you
We're
so
thrilled
much.
for you.
Thank you.
All right. Hopefully you'll come back to New York next year.
Exactly, I will be. I love the New York. I love the crowd that they cheer up, giving us morale.
Well, we would love to have you back to defend your title.
The people, they love running. Thank you.
We do. We love running, and we love our great runners, and you're now
sure.
among them. So
I am among
Benson
them.
Kipruto, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Peloton is leveling up. With the launch of their Peloton cross-training series, they're redefining what race training can look like. Personalized cardio and strength that makes it easier than ever to achieve real results. Whether runners are building a base or pushing for a PR, Peloton meets them where they are, then helps them go further. Smarter training, stronger outcomes, all backed by expert instruction and performance insights. Ready to elevate your race game with Peloton? Head to onepeloton.com to learn more. Peloton, an official partner of the 2025 TCS New York City Marathon. Here with the back-to-back champion in the women's wheelchair division of the TCS New York City Marathon, Susannah Scaroni. Susannah, we keep finding ourselves here together. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You have now won this event 3 out of 4 years. But today was your best performance, your personal record on this course. What did it feel like out there for you today? Do you feel like everything just went right?
I do. I felt so strong. I didn't sleep well, so that was one minor thing. But I was like, you know what? You don't always sleep well before the race. And was going into it optimistic despite feeling really tired. And the weather was incredible. I felt good. I felt strong. I knew we had every woman you could ever want to have here. And so the whole race, I was like, I can't let them catch me. I need to keep going. So had that. I also had Amanda McGrory that I could see far away on the lead vehicle. And that was very motivating for me. I love familiar faces. So it was a great day.
That's really interesting. Amanda McGrory is on our broadcast team today. So she was on a lead vehicle commentating for the women's wheelchair race. And so you could see her and obviously she could see you. Talk about what it was like for you that's something to chase, right? You weren't chasing her in a race. You were chasing her in a car, but like that was something to give you a little extra spunk.
Yeah, it did. Actually, I think the first time I really saw her was on the Queensboro Bridge. And I remember like trying to wave and she didn't wave back, which she told me she's not allowed to afterwards. But still, I was like, oh my gosh, Amanda. But it really was motivating to see her. I love Amanda. I was using her racing chair today. A lot of cool things. And yeah, it was really motivating.
Oh, that's a great story. You kind of took control of this race early. You had a 1-minute lead by 10K into the race. So you were just on it out of the gate today.
Yeah, I mean, Tatiana McFadden's super strong, obviously. And so she dominated that first hill. And so I just was like, can't give up. So I did my best to make up that gap to her and then took the downhill as safely and quickly as I could. And then I knew they were back there, and I was like, okay, this is everyone. This is Catherine DeBruner, this is Tatiana, Manuela Schar, and we we had great weather to help me maintain that gap.
I joked with you when I saw you a little while ago, does this get old? Winning like this? Of course, I know it doesn't get old, but as you pile up these wins, how do you keep the motivation going to continue to succeed the way you are?
That's a great question. For me, every single day is a brand new thing. So tomorrow, a race could be very different, racing with these same athletes. And so I take every day as a new motivation to get the most out of what I can do that day. Kind of like what Meb always says, winning is about getting the most out of yourself. And it can be very different things. So I don't take anything for granted. That motivates me. And I try to find ways to get, personal achievements in all the things I do. And sometimes that has a big achievement at the end too. And sometimes it's all those little ones that I get to take home.
Yeah. What are you going to do to celebrate? Do you have any plans with your team?
Well, I would say here, we have a big day of events tomorrow and the Knicks game, which will be fun.
We keep them busy after they win. That's
Very
right.
busy.
Media appearances, the Knicks game. That'll be fun.
Yep. And then when I get home, really excited to celebrate with my husband, and our dogs and our cat and my family and my teammates. So I have a lot of good things ahead.
Yeah, you really do. You've now swept the American majors, right? You had done it before today. You'd already won this, but where do you think New York ranks for you in terms of the races you like to compete in? I mean, you do so well here, not just in the marathon, but in other distances as well. Do you feel like there's something about New York, the course, the crowds, something that works for you?
Yeah, it's a lot of those things. I think one of the biggest one is the courses. Those hills really help separate wheelchair racers and I think runners as well. And for me, I am very intrinsically motivated. I don't need a group of people around me to wait for a sprint finish. And so if I can make a gap, I feel like I've got a lot of ability to kind of hold that high pace. And that's a strength that I think isn't the tactic everyone else uses.
Yeah, you just keep pushing. You keep pushing. And there's almost a bit of a metaphor between the way your races play out and the way your career is playing it, right? Because you have let's face it, a little bit of a lead right now in this sport, and you are not stopping. You are continuing to push.
Yeah, and the next race will be new. And so I'm so grateful for today. I was so thankful the entire race. And then the next race will be brand new and you should try again.
Well, we're grateful to have you back. We love having our defending champions come back and get it done. And you made this special for everybody here. So congratulations.
Good to see you.
You too.
Appreciate it.
And I am here with the now 7-time winner of the TCS New York City Marathon in the men's wheelchair division, Marcel Hug. Congratulations. How do you keep doing this, Marcel? 7 times winning here in New York. How? How does this happen?
I don't know. It's really incredible. I just enjoy to be here all the time. It's always a great experience. And I do my best. Of course, I try to do the best preparation I can do, train hard. And need to fit many things together. And luckily, today was a good day for me.
Yeah. Did you have a plan when you woke up this morning, other than to win the race? Did you have a plan, and did that plan play out?
I had a plan. Yeah, I wanted to go up to the first bridge, Verrazano Bridge, very fast.
Up the hill.
Up the hill, and try to, make a gap from the beginning, and do a fast time because the weather conditions were great today. It was really nice. And it did. It went very well. The first 10, 15 kilometers was really good, really fast. But halfway, I had some problem with my back strap, which became a little bit loosened, and it was not perfect. So especially for the acceleration and for the climbs, it was a bit more difficult. So maybe I lost some seconds or even minutes. I don't know. But in the end, it was a good win.
It was a good win. You've traveled a lot lately. You're based in Switzerland, but you've been to Sydney, you've been to Berlin, to India, to Chicago, and now to New York. So you've put on a lot of miles. Do you go back to Switzerland each time after a race?
Usually I do, yeah. Yeah, it was a really tough season, I have to say. Especially the fall was really tough. A lot of traveling, a lot of marathons, and yeah, I tried to do my best. It was difficult also mentally, especially after last season. I was a little bit tired after the season, and this year I had to work a little bit with my sports psychologist and tried to improve many things. What really helped to me was to keep focused on each marathon to marathon to marathon. And also I learned a lot about breathing techniques, which brings me back to the moment, calms my brain. And yeah, that was really helpful. Also, I worked with I don't know in English, hypnosis.
Self-hypnosis, yeah.
Yes, which
Interesting.
was really very helpful. But still, it's tough to be away so many days,
So many times.
so many times. But I think I can really be happy and proud that I can manage to do all this and still perform on a high level.
Yeah, you certainly can be. And, unlike the open division athletes, I mean, you compete so often and you're able to do that, which is obviously a blessing, right? That you can compete this often. But did it start to feel for you a little bit like overwhelming, perhaps, that there were so many races coming one after another, and that's why you needed to maybe calm yourself to just focus on one at a time?
Exactly, yeah. That was the case last year. It was overwhelming with the Paralympics in Paris and all the marathons. So I was really exhausted after the season, and it took a long time to recover. And so this year I wanted to be more prepared for this. And so that's why I worked more with my sports psychologist, also with my coach, to prepare for this long season and to keep the energy as high as possible.
Yeah. We missed you in New York last year, right? And it's kind of what we're talking about. You weren't able to compete last year, so you were able to come back now and defend what you couldn't defend last year, bring it back. What does it mean for you to do this back in New York?
It means really a lot to me. Yeah, it was tough last year with the incident, with the crash I had,
accident you had,
the accident, right? I could not, I could finish, but with the fourth place. So yeah, it means really a lot to me to be back on the podium, especially on the first place, of course, and feels amazing. I mean, yeah, it's great. I mean, even it's my 7th win here. It's always really something special.
You have been with your coach, Paul Odermatt, for almost 30 years now. That's an unbelievable relationship between an athlete and a coach. You don't see that very often. Yeah. Most marriages don't last 30 years. How have you managed to make that work so long?
Yeah, I think it's a lot about trust, about loyalty we have, and I think he has the knowledge I really need, and that I really trust him, what he does, what he is planning for my training. And yeah, we are very close together. We're traveling a lot together. So it's a close relationship, but sometimes I also try to have a little bit more distance sometimes between. I think it's important. And another thing which is very important is that we try to be or to stay innovative, because sometimes when you are together for such a long time, there could be a risk that you just follow your way. You're stuck in the past. You go, and sometimes you have to take new inputs, listen to other people. I think that's very important.
I learned recently about a camp that you host, a summer camp that you host in Switzerland for young, aspiring wheelchair athletes. Can you talk about that and what it means for you to bring these young people out to Switzerland? These are people, young people, obviously, who are, in wheelchairs. Many of them are just learning about the possibility or the opportunities to be an athlete and compete the way you do. What does that mean to you to pass on everything that you've learned and accomplished to this younger generation?
Yeah, for me, it really means a lot to have this camp together with my coach now for the 10th year. Because for me, when I was a junior, it was one of the greatest experience or greatest memories to have camps like this, to train together with other athletes and just have a good time and learn from each other. And so for me, it's a good possibility to give back many things I got in the past. So yeah, for me, it's important to give other young athletes the opportunity to train together. We have such great facilities in Nottwil, where I'm based. We have a lot of knowledge in Switzerland in wheelchair racing, especially with my coach, Paul. And so, yeah, it's very important to have young athletes coming into our sport and to give the opportunity to develop, to give some tips. Because sometimes I'm a little bit concerned about the future of wheelchair racing.
Why?
Because I think I'm so long in this sport now for so many years, and I'm still not the oldest athlete. So I think we need more younger athletes in our sport, even also in the marathon. We should have more athletes, because I think we have such a great opportunity here with the major series and all these city marathons. I mean, it's not only about the sport, it's not only about the marathon, it's also about unity, and it's about the inclusion we have. I mean, it's so important what we have, and I think more athletes should come and see what we have here and take the opportunity to race and to have this unity. And I mean, it's such a great sport.
Yeah, maybe one of these days, one of these youngsters you're training at your camp will come along and beat you. Would that make you happy? Would that be success? I guess that would show you created a younger generation.
Yeah,
not yet though, huh?
Not yet, hopefully. Not yet, hopefully. But if it happens, it happens.
I've seen it happen in other sports, so you never know. But no one's coming close to beating you anytime soon, the way you're performing right now. So Marcel, congratulations
Thank you
yet
so
again.
much for having me.
You're going to run out of fingers on your hands to count these championships pretty soon. So you just keep going, and we'll you can use your toes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, that does it for this special edition of Set the Pace presented by Peloton. We want to thank our champions for joining us today, and I want to congratulate each and every one of you out there who has finished this incredible race. We had a record turnout today. I can't say yet as we tape this podcast, but we're pretty sure we're going to set a new event record for finishers in this year's race. And we're just so pleased that all of you came to join us here in New York. We call it the best day of the year in New York City, and it is that way because of you, all the runners, all the supporters, family, and friends who came out to cheer them on, as well as the millions of New Yorkers who came out to line the course today to make this an incredible day. Thank you for joining us. Thank you all for giving us a great Marathon Sunday here in New York, and we'll see you next week.